Hello and welcome to World Talks. My name is Sasha Farbach. Now, the Miss Polonia 2025 competition brought together 24 exceptional young women from across the country, but only one could take home the crown. Now, this year's winner stood out not only for her beauty, but with her authenticity, talent, and quiet determination. Now, at just 20 years old, she is a student, a singer, and a lifeguard who wants to use her voice, quite literally, to make a difference. And now joining us live, we're delighted to welcome the new Miss Polonia 2025, Maja Todd. Thanks so much for being here. Congratulations.
Thank you for having me.
So let's start with the simple stuff, really. How did it feel when you got that crown? Walk us through those emotions. What was that like?
Well, it's definitely kind of strange being called the most beautiful woman in Poland. I think I have to get used to that. It's all a new experience for me. Getting the crown was just a whole bundle of emotions, shock, happiness, and just, wow, oh my gosh. But really, I think that we have to remember that it's been a process of preparations. So all of us 24 finalists were prepared. Each of us had kind of a similar chance at the whole in the final, and I really think that that's why I was so surprised to win, because all of us had you know, the same chance of winning, and we were all excited, really.
Mm-hmm. A lot of emotions, I'm sure, still sinking in. But also, let's talk about the crown itself. I mean, quite literally. I mean, it's quite a thing. Tell us about it and what it means to you personally, wearing it.
Well, it's made from amber and silver, so it's a symbol of Poland. I think that's a huge symbol of the Miss Polonia Foundation, is the fact that I am representing Poland, Polish women, and a Polish tradition as well. It's quite heavy, as some people have asked me, but I think I'm really honoured to be representing Poland with this crown.
And also the competition, right? It's, I think, quite an old one, probably one of the oldest. Tell us a bit more about that.
Yes, it's the oldest pageant in Poland, one of the oldest pageants in the world, actually. Last year, Miss Polonia celebrated their 95th anniversary, and I think that's what makes it stand out on a global scale as well.
Now, also, you have quite literally two homes, right? I know that also you're the daughter of one of our own reporters, Maja Todd, so proud father watching, I think, today as well, and generally. So the UK and Poland, Katowice and also Kent, I believe. So where do you feel more at home? Is it in both places? Do you have a favorite?
Well, that's a tricky question, because I've always felt at home both in the UK and in Poland. Right now, I'm full-time living in Poland, but I always go back to my roots there, to my grandparents, to the food, the culture. I'm really half and half, I think, in that case.
Tough to choose, right?
Yeah.
As you said, now also all the diaspora as well, they're going to be also feeling represented by you as well, to a certain extent, right?
Yes, that's a huge thing for me, because as we know, Polish people in England are one of the biggest minorities, and I feel really proud to represent that part as well, because there's a lot of Polish people living around the world. So not only do I represent all the Polish people in Poland, but also in the UK, for example.
You're saying you're full-time right now, studying also at a very prestigious school, SKA, School of Economics here in Warsaw. So tell us how you balance that. I mean, full-time studies and the pageantry, everything, that's got to be tough.
Yeah, it was kind of tough at the beginning to kind of not compromise my studies, but to balance it all out. I have moved my exams to September, so I'll be sitting them later on. But I think if you put your mind to it, anything is possible, and I've made it possible. So I think that's something that I am proud of, that I've done myself. Yes, I will be continuing my studies for sure. So there's a lot of balancing to be done in the future.
And balancing as well. I mean, I think also this came out in the competition. Also, you're also that lifeguard. You also have a passion for music. And I think this is something you made a point at the competition to say you want to help the world with that. So what do you have in mind there? What does that look like? What would you like to use music for in helping the world?
Well, actually, during my preparations for the final, I carried out a series of workshops with school-aged kids and young people, and those were about how following your passions and developing your skills, your talents can help you grow your confidence and your self-esteem. And that's something that I want to kind of showcase through my music. That's how I find this is quite a popular topic nowadays, but you know, your self-worth, your self-confidence. I think it's important in young people, school-aged children, teenagers. So that's definitely part of my mission in this whole thing.
Mm-hmm. That's also, I think, another one you're going to be challenged with. Is it Polish music? Is it more English music? I think that's going to be a tricky one to answer, right?
Yes, I mean, I must say that I do mostly listen to English music. I love Polish music as well, but my heart lies with English music, so I do sing mostly in English, but I think in both languages, sing in both languages, so it's all really divided.
Yeah. And also, of course, you know, you represent a lot right now, as you said. The attention will be on you. I think it's another competition coming up next for you. There's this global competition. So tell us what the next step is in this whole now new journey for you.
So next year I will be competing in Miss World, so that will be in 2026. The date is still unknown, as the 2025 Miss World just happened less than 2 months ago. So I will be preparing in various areas. There's a talent section, so of course I will be singing. There's a sports section, so I'm going to have to hit the gym, hit the pool. I think I'll probably be swimming in that section. Also developing my public speaking, but most of all, I will be working with the Miss Polonia Foundation and preparing workshops, as I mentioned before, developing them on a larger scale, and also something that the Miss Polonia Foundation started, I think last year, is a breast cancer awareness campaign. So I will be the face of that this year, and I will be taking that message also into Miss World.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and also that's an interesting, I want to push you on that message. I mean, in terms of now looking at the public, looking at you as well. So what's your message though for young women also looking at this very, very impressive crown and all the competitions that you've done now? What is your message for them today?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that something really important that I have heard being said quite a lot is that Miss Polonia is not now a beauty pageant, but it's a platform for successful, high-achieving women, and that's what I really want to pursue in my mission, and just inspire young girls and young people in general, not just girls, to really do what they want, follow their dreams, and just achieve what they desire.
Mm-hmm. And also, I mean, you're also a very dedicated student. You obviously have talents in different areas. Just curious also, let's rewind from it. What inspired you originally to go into this pageant to try out in the first place?
Mm-hmm. Well, I definitely from the beginning looked at it as a challenge for myself. I saw the poster with the casting call, and I thought, you know, why not? There's nothing stopping me. I think it's a great challenge for myself, and a great opportunity to represent the values that Miss Polonia represents, and that's kind of where it all started from.
Mm-hmm. And share a little bit with us. I mean, toughest moments, any points that you really were struggling with during this whole competition? What was tough for you? What was the best moment, besides winning, of course?
Well, besides winning, maybe I'll mention the toughest moment first. We had some really intense choreography sessions during our 2-week retreat in Zakopane. And although our choreographers were amazing, Daniel and Martyna were phenomenal, some of those moments were intense because it's long hours on heels. So I think all of our 24 finalists, our feet were just dying. But I would say those were kind of some of the most intense moments. And the best moment for me, besides winning, was definitely the opportunity that I had to perform live, because that was my first performance on such a large scale, and it was just amazing that I had the opportunity to do that in the competition.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And also, I mean, if we're looking at now the future, I mean, you've got a lot of options looking up ahead, but I mean, let's fast forward a little bit. Let's look at your dreams. I mean, this has just started now, but where do you see this journey going for you next few years? And as a symbol for something, what's the goal here for you now?
Well, I think aside from representing Poland at Miss World, which was always one of my dreams, I want to combine my passion, which is singing, with my mission, as I mentioned before, and just take that as far as I can. It's only been 2 days, so I can't tell you any specific dates and plans, but I think that I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing right now. And
what about reaction? I mean, you said it's just fresh, it's 2 days, right? It's a lot of emotions, but how's your family reacted, your friends? How's the public reacted? How does it feel?
Well, my family was there in the studio at the final, and also my best friend came from Copenhagen to watch me. And I think they were all in shock and just joy, and it was, you know, nothing like I've ever experienced before.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And also, like, I want to come back to music as well. Just a little bit about, you know, what was your journey with music? I mean, is it more instrumental? Is it more vocal? Is it both? I mean, how has music shaped you? Maybe give us a moment where that's helped you in your life, maybe.
I started my journey with music with my voice. That's definitely been at the forefront during my whole life. But I have played the guitar and the piano, but somehow my voice is what has stuck with me. I think I've been singing for as long as I can remember, really. And I'm just really glad that I was able to showcase that in the competition. And I also do write my own songs. None of them are released, but not yet. But I would definitely like to grow in that direction as well.
Okay. And also, I just want to ask as well, I mean, obviously it's a competition. I mean, there's probably tough competitors that you were with, but outstanding candidates. And how was it, the camaraderie during that time you were competing? Tell us a little bit about how that is.
I was so surprised with how genuine, with the genuine friendships that I formed in the competition in Zakopane, in our retreat. The two runners-up, some of my best friends. I'm so happy that I will be able to continue my journey with them. There really wasn't an atmosphere of, you know, that we were competing for something that was like some race. It was really genuine, and I feel like we were all united together. I think you could even see on the stage after they announced the title, everyone ran towards me, and it was really a moment that we all just celebrated together. So I'm so grateful for that, really.
Okay. Sounds like a really wonderful journey. I think there's a lot more coming up ahead for you, big moments. And look, we're all proud of you, your family is, of course, as well. And thank you so much for coming and sharing all that. Miss Polonia 2025, Maja Todd, thank you. And thank you for watching. That concludes this edition of World Talks, but stay tuned, much more coming up right here on TVP World. Goodbye.